day everybody, no? And welcome again to the channel. Another day for us and another problem and another knowledge that we will be having today. Still, we will be tackling about cost accounting, no? And at this point or at this time, we will be uh, trying to uh, know and learn all about product costing and let us learn all about fixed and variable costs using the high-low method, and also we will be learning today how to use or how to segregate the fixed and variable costs through the use of the what we call the least square method. So let's go on with the problem, because this is just a short review and a short discussion for this topic today, cost accounting. Okay, let's go on with the problem. No, again, we will start with the problem. We have the problem here. Actually, we will be dealing with two problems, no, and we have sets of information here. So let us take up first this first problem, just to give us a brief review of our cost accounting. Okay, so this Roman numeral number 2 will give us the following information. The financial statements of AA company reveal the following: marketing cost 150,000, direct labor 250,000, administrative cost 155,000, and direct materials used 315,000. Also, we have fixed and variable factory overhead with 200,000 and 175,000 respectively. Okay, the requirement here is that we have to compute for the following: the prime cost, conversion cost, total inventoriable product cost, and total period costs. So let us deal with it, without wasting any time. So we will tackle on the Roman numeral number 3 later, after this solution for Roman numeral number 2. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, the solution for the first problem, we just have to give you a brief information, and we're going to teach you and inform you all about uh, these particular terms, of cost accounting. Ang requirement kasi here is that we have to give the prime cost. And in a cost accounting, we get the prime cost by having the direct materials. Actually, when we say direct materials here, that is the direct materials used, used in the production process, and also the direct labor. So prime cost equals the direct materials used and the direct labor cost. Okay, we will go back to the problem if we got the correct figures. Okay, direct labor is 250,000 and direct materials used is 315,000. So for a total, when we are asked how much is the prime cost, the prime cost is 565,000. Okay, next we are going to give you what is conversion cost. Conversion cost now is the combination of your direct labor and your factory overhead. Now, in the process of getting and computing the cost of goods manufactured, factory overhead is predetermined ahead of the production, and there is such thing as applied, as far as factory overhead is concerned. Predetermined product cost yan. No? During the process, meron na tayong ina-apply na a certain percentage, no, of an amount. Most of the time, the basis of the overhead is the direct labor, no? So in this case, if we say the conversion cost, we get the direct labor cost, no, as given already in the previous requirement, and we will now get the factory overhead. We have here 375,000, at meron tayo ditong label. F is for fixed and V is for variable. So 375,000 combination of fixed and variable. Okay, 200,000 and 175,000 for the factory overhead. Okay, how come we included both fixed and variable? Because in this case, we are just talking about conversion cost, no? And these are all inventoriable costs, no? These are inventoriable costs. Separating the fixed and variable is a different, no, case, or a different requirement, is different story to tell. But at this point, when we say conversion cost, labor or labor costs and factory overhead. Okay, so we have 625,000 for the conversion cost. Now, when we say now the product cost, we will now consider all these three items, no? The direct materials used, the direct labor, and the factory overhead. So we just make the total of these three items, 315,000 for direct materials, direct labor cost 250,000, and total factory overhead during the production period 375,000 for a total of 940,000. Now we have the last question here, the period cost. No, all we have to do is just get all the non-manufacturing costs. So we'll just give all the non-manufacturing costs. Now this comprise of the following. Okay, this is what we call the period cost. The marketing cost, administrative. Okay, we have two, no? We have two items here. The marketing cost is 150 and administrative cost is 155. Okay, the marketing cost, the marketing cost is, let's put it here, marketing costs is 150. Okay, and the administrative costs is 155,000. Now for a total of 305. Thousand. Okay, that is your period cost. That's what we call the period cost. Okay, so non-manufacturing costs are also called the period cost, because they do not really go with the level of production, no? They do not really depend on the level of production or the activity of the production. Okay, so they are independent of the production level, so that's why they are period costs. Okay, all right. So we will just go on, just to have all of these answered. Okay, so let's just fix this. Okay, so for the second problem, ang ating next problem, Roman number 3, binigyan tayo rito ng uh, actually 3 columns, we have this month column, machine hours column, and overhead cost column. So let us read the problem. AA Motors manufactures motorcycles. Management want to estimate overhead cost to plan each operation. They collected the following data for the past 12 months. So actually, in management accounting, what we really gather, all the information are really intended for forecasting and planning. So that's what management accounting really is, as we differentiate it to the financial accounting. This is more on the management use for planning and costing, product pricing, and so on. So the requirement, ang sabi, compute for the fixed and variable components of the overhead costs using high-low method and least square method. Okay, just to give you an idea, itong mga cost na ito, we have the machine hours, we have the hours of operation, during this particular month, every month meron tayong level of activity, how many hours spent, in the production, and we have this overhead costs. Now the purpose of this problem is for us to know and to be informed as na bawat costs, natin, it is really composed of at least two type of or cost according to their behavior, Meron tayong tinatawag na fixed cost at saka variable cost, Mix yan. Kumbaga, at a certain level, a certain cost is constant, and at a certain level beyond that particular level of activity, yon nag-i-start na siyang mag-accumulate. Kaya kung titingnan natin, meron tayong mga level of machine hours dito na kung bababa, at least bababa ang machine hours, bababa din yung cost, At kung tataas naman ang machine hours, tataas din ang cost. But we are really sure that a certain level, at a certain level of activity, of number of machine hours, ay constant yan. Merong fixed portion yan. Because we cannot really deny that there are costs that we incur, not necessarily because we are having the operation. There are costs talaga na even we do not operate, ay meron tayong expenses or ini-incur na cost. So at this point, gusto malaman ng management, at what level or what is the amount of the fixed cost. Fixed costs are those costs that do not really depend on the level of activity, Whether we have the activity or not, we still have this particular cost. And also the variable cost, what is the amount of this additional, yung additional activity beyond this particular sinasabi natin na tolerable level of activity, Beyond that, meron na tayong additional cost. Yun yung tinatawag natin na variable, na mag-i-increase siya as we increase the level of activity. So, ang gagawin natin, isi-segregate natin yun, yung tinatawag na variable, yung nagiging additional cost, beyond this point, So, i-compute natin siya. So, sa una natin gagawin at requirement A, high-low method ang ating gagamitin. So, at this point then, we will be introducing to you what is high-low method of segregating fixed and variable components of overhead cost. Okay? So, ito na. So, introduce natin. Sa high-low method, ang ating high-low method, we will just use or we will just pick from here. Actually, this is a prepared costing tabulation. Actually, this will be used talaga sa ating least square. Pero dito na tayo magbe-base kasi ito lang naman ang kailangan natin, itong dalawang column na to. Actually, this is really intended for the least square, but for this purpose, dito na tayo kukuha ng ating information because ang information na this first two column ay galing din naman dito sa ating given na to, dito rin naman galing yan. So, okay, we will just continue. Okay? Siya rin yan. So, we will compute for our fixed and variable using the high and low. Isa lang naman ang gagawin natin. Dito lang natin sa side gagawin just to give you an idea. Let us pick the highest point ng activity or let us use the cost. Dito lang naman tayo sa first two columns. Ano ang highest cost dito sa mga months na binigay? We have 12 months. Actually, just to inform you again, we have 12 months, so yun yung number of observation natin. 12 months, kaya 12 ang ating number of observation. But at this point, kukunin lang naman natin yung extremes, yung mababa at yung pinakamababa at yung pinakamataas. So, ano ang pinakamataas na cost na makikita natin dito? Okay. Alright. Ang pinakamataas ay 5,475. Okay. So, let us put it here. Okay. Sige, lagay natin dito kung ano yung pinaka mataas. Yan, high-low method lang naman. So, ang corresponding na activity niya ay 210. Okay? So, at the same time, kukunin din natin yung pinakamababang level. Okay? Anong pinakamababang level ng activity or as far as cost is concerned, okay? Kunin natin pinakamababang cost, the 3,975. Also, we get the corresponding activity. Alright? So, yon. Kaya high and low, So, let us get the difference. Kukunin mo ang difference niyan. Okay? So, kunin mo ang difference. Okay? Tapos, also the difference of the level of activity. So, kung nandito na tayo, we will just divide. Divide mo. So, please remember the procedure. Dinivide mo ngayon. So, we got 23.08. And, what we got dito sa ginawa natin is what we call the variable. Yun yung variable cost. Yun yung variable cost. Per hours yan. Per hour. Okay? Per hour. So, meron na tayo ngayong variable cost per hour. So, for every hour, for every hour, in excess of this tolerable or sinasabi natin na yung ang fixed at the level ng merong fixed cost, beyond that point, magkakaroon na tayo ng additional cost. Actually, even dun sa within the scope, within the area ng fixed cost, meron na ding variable cost doon from that uh, particular area. Kaya nga, dito lang siya nag-i-increase basta beyond na siya doon sa ating, beyond na siya doon sa area ng fixed cost. Yan, ma-identify na to variable cost per activity. So, if we are able to get the variable cost, kailangan kunin naman natin yung fixed cost, and also we have to justify. Kailangan makuha natin yung justification by getting the proof, by putting it into formula. So, at this point, ang ating formula ay, kasi ang cost, is equal to, okay, dito ilagay natin, total cost is equal to, A, which is fixed cost. Dito, actually, ilagay ko na to para alam nyo na kagad yung kanyang whatever yung term, and also yung ang nire-represent ng variable, letter, B, multiplied by, yan na nga yung B, nakuha na natin yung B. Actually, this B is the variable cost, yan ang variable cost, yung B, nakuha na natin siya, B, kaya lagyan na natin siya ng value. Okay, tapos ito yung activity, or yung volume, whatever. So, let us prove it, kukuha tayo ng isa dito level of activity. Let's try. Okay, itong 4, 5, let's try. Okay, ang total cost daw niya ay 4, 5. Okay, gamitin lang natin kasi naka-Excel tayo. So, dito natin lagay. So, ang fixed cost natin ay, this is the A. Kasi yan ang hahanapin natin. Kasi meron na tayong variable, Sa variable natin, kukunin na natin dito, 23.08, Tapos, do sa level na yan, times, ano ang number of hours dito sa 4, 5 is 175 hours. So, 175, okay? So, nakuha na natin ang variable cost natin, okay? So, ang gagawin ngayon natin is by process of, transposition, ang fixed cost natin, fixed cost equals, which is 4, 5. Yan na ngayon ang gagawin natin, because we are using the Excel, para ma-compute natin. That is 4, 5 minus, okay, minus 403.9. Okay, so ang fixed cost natin ay 461. Okay, so that's how we get the fixed cost. Okay, let's check it again because we apply the formula, dito 4, 5 ang cost, and we have the per hour, and the number of hours is 175. So let's check kung tama yung ating pinick up. Okay, 4039. So fixed cost is 461. Okay, so let's try to get, no, ang total niya, no, pagka kinuha natin yung 45. So dito natin yan ipi-place. Yan. Yan eh, no? That is 461 plus 409. So, i-recheck natin dito sa gilid, ano? Okay. Plus, it's 45. So, okay. So, at this point, ang fixed cost ay 461. So, that's how to segregate yung fixed cost and variable cost by just using the high and low method. So, at this point, and also, since we apply yung formula na high and low, no? So, i-segregate natin siya. It is already clear na 461 ang fixed cost niya at 23.08 ang bawat variable cost per hour. So, let us now compare, no, what we can do or what we can get using the least square, which is much more scientific, no? Yun ang pagkakaiba. Yes, I will tell you straight that there is really a difference when we use a different method, no? Kung tayo ay gumamit ng high and low, these are the result of our solution, ano? Ito, no, total cost 45, fixed cost niya 461 at variable cost niya ay 23.08 at a level of 175 hours yan ang ginamit natin, no? Okay, pero let's see kung ang gagamitin natin ay itong tinatawag natin na least square method, ano? Okay. Itong gagamitin natin, least square method. Sige, i-clear natin to. Tingnan natin kung ano ang makukuha natin, no? But we will really apply what is in the formula. According to this, we have three variables, ano? No? Yung x will represent the activity, no? Dito, ang activity niya, yung number of hours. So, sa time siya, no? Okay? Tapos, ang y is the total cost per month, no? This is on a monthly basis, no? Per month, we have 12 y's here, 12 y's and 12 x's, okay? So, and n, this is the number of observation, that is 1 year. So, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, ang observation natin ay 12. So, we will now apply the formula. Ito kasi ang formula ng least square to get the B. B is the variable. B is your variable cost, no? Again, ano, sinasabi natin yan straight that when we try to get the letter B, that is your variable cost. Okay, and that is variable cost per hour at this point, no? Since we apply this in this particular problem. Okay, so We will now use these two columns here, no? We really have to get the XY, no? The number of hours multiplied by the corresponding cost. Now, we will get the XY. 175 times 4,005. Now, that is your X, Y, and so on, and so on. Okay? So, that is your X multiplied by Y. And also, at the end, we will get the summation of, this is what we call summation of Y, and this is what we call the summation of X, and this is your summation of Y, or the what we call the total, no, total of X, a total of Y, summation of X. And also every XY here will be added, and we have the summation of X, Y. Ito ngayon ang summation of XY, and we will also get the square of your X. Every number of hours will be squared, no? Every number of hours is squared, and we will get the X squared. This is what we call the summation of X squared. Ito yung summation of X squared. So, ito ngayon yung formula, no? Yon. And again, yung n, yun yung 12. So, let's apply this into numbers. No? Yung ating n times summation of xy minus summation of x multiplied by summation of y. So, sa-substitute na natin. Ito yun, no? So, yon. Yung number is 12 at yung E65 na reference dito, ito yon. Nung summation of x, y, sorry, no? Ito yon. So, 9714785. Okay? Tapos, yung summation of x, yon, 2085 multiplied by summation of y, 55381. Yon ang lumabas. Okay? Also, with the denominator, no? Number of observation multiplied by summation of x squared. Ito yon, may highlight. Tapos, yung x, summation of x natin, ano, ay i-square natin. The summation of x will be squared. Ayan, in-square niya. So, we get the difference here, at saka yung difference nitong dalawa, no? Kinuha din natin yung difference, and we will just divide. So, pagka dinivide natin, magkano ang nakuha nating B? 22.49, which is your, no, variable cost, no? Ito ang inyong variable cost per hour. Okay, so nakuha mo na ngayon yung variable cost per hour, ano? So, all we have to do now is to get the fixed cost. Alam mo na, no, na ang bawat oras na in excess of the tolerable or yung beyond the fixed cost area ay 22.49 ng additional, no, for every excess hour. No, magkakaroon na kaagad tayo ng idea, no? There is quite a difference pagka gumamit tayo ng least square at saka yung ating ginamit kanina na high-low, ano? Ang variable cost na nakuha natin ay 23. So, that's the question, ano, sa in terms of this equation, no? And they really believe this is much more accurate, no, than the high-low method, no? This is more scientific. So, ang lumabas sa ating variable cost ay 22.49. So, by process of substitution, no, we will be using all the given figures, ano, talagang based on the uh, information na as a result of mathematical equation, yung katulad dito, these are the summation talaga. Yun ang gagamitin ngayon natin for substitution. So, like this one. So, ang formula A, which is fixed cost, equals summation of Y, no? Plus B, no? B is variable cost na may given na, ayan na, 22.49, multiplied by level, no, of activity. So, ayun yun, mga given naman siya. So, yun, katulad nito, 55,381. So, ayun yung given. That is the summation of Y. And we will add the variable cost per hour multiplied by the yung 2085, which is the summation of X. Okay, so bring down 55,381, i-add muli yung result ngayon nito, no, na 22.49 times 2,085, which is the number of hours or the summation of hours. That is 46,891.65, and the result is, actually the result here is much higher, ano. Then, since this is based on the 12 months, no, yun yung tinatawag na number of observation, all we have to do is, actually, just to give you an idea, pagka kasi yan ay inad mo, no, inad natin, actually, no, sorry, no, hindi natin i-add, no, ililess natin siya, okay, I'm sorry, no, ililess natin siya, ililess, okay, so, sige, less, okay, yan. So, proven talaga natin na 8489.35. Ano, that's for one whole year. And that represents 12 observation. So, divided by 12. So, we will get the fixed cost for every month, which is 707.45. No? As you can see, there it's quite different again, no? Pagkat ginamit natin yung high and low method. So, meron tayong proof dito. So, at this point, no, ang ating kasing magiging equation is total cost equals 707.45 fixed cost plus the variable cost, no? That is the given variable cost per hour multiplied by the level of activity. So, gumamit tayo, no, ayun, ng another equation, ano. This is the normal equation talaga, no, ng linear equation. Okay, that is your, okay, yung cost natin is equals to number of fixed cost plus variable cost times activity. Yan yon. Kaya i-substitute natin, ano, at this point, no? Kasi dito sa equation, yung mga formula or rather yung mga figures na given, no, may isa-substitute natin, and we are now getting the A and the B, no, to segregate yung variable cost at saka yung fixed cost. So, ang gagawin natin dito, kasi ito, mga given naman to, ayun, no, pinipick up lang natin dito sa taas, yun, no. B multiplied by 285, number of observation times A, kaya yung A and B, hindi pa natin dito alam, no, by using this formula. So, gagawin natin to eliminate yung A kasi ang hanapin muna natin variable cost, eh. Kaya eliminate natin to. So, how can we eliminate that? So, what is the common multiple that will equal this? No? Actually, when I calculated that, no, 2085 para mag-zero yung A kasi ang kukunin natin yung B, no? 2085, ang gawin mo, i-divide mo sa 12, 173.75. So, ang gagawin mo, i-multiply mo yung 12 sa 173.75 para mag-equal sila, no? At this point, kaya nag-red yan, no? This will now become a negative, no? Lahat ito. We will just deduct para mag-eliminate, no? Eliminate natin, no? Kaya since ito ay minultiply natin sa 173.75, naging 9,622,44870 kasi i-multiply mo yan doon sa yung multiple nga, yung para mag-equal ito, bumultiply natin lahat, no? The right and the left side. Kaya naging 9,622,44870 itong nasa left side. Tapos, ito ay the same na, no? Tapos, ito rin, ganun din. Pagka 2085 multiplied by 173.75, ito naman ang lalabas. So, we will just try to deduct. I-deduct natin siya. Yan, ito matitira. At ito, pag diniduct, 0. At ang matitira lang na variable ay B because we are trying to look for B. Ayan. So, by using the mathematics, syempre, ayan na. So, 92,33630. So, this will become divisor for 106.25, no? Kaya yon, B is equal to 22.49, no? More or less, ayun nga, yun, nakuha natin yung 22.49 by using the linear equation. Ito talaga yung equation natin nasa, in business mathematics, ano? Yan. So, 22.49. Okay? So, meron na tayong variable cost. So, ang kukunin na ngayon natin, no, lastly, fixed cost. No? So, total cost, no? I-less natin yung variable cost portion. Yan. So, ang total cost natin ay 55,381. Again, huwag kang malilito. Ito yan, no, yung binigay dito. Yan, no, 55,381. Yan yung total cost. Lahat ng mga ginamit dito ay pinipick up natin sa mga total na binigay dito. So, yun lang. Isa-substitute mo lang. So, anong nangyari? Meron na tayong variable cost. No? I-substitute mo ngayon dito. Total cost minus, no, yung variable cost. Para makuha mo yung fixed cost. So, again, 55,381. I-less mo yung 46,891.65. No? Bakit mo nakuha yan? Na 49, how do you call this? 46,891.65 kasi nga yung 22.49 i-multiply mo sa ayun, no, yung summation of x, yung total ng number of hours, no, yun yung 2085, no, minultiply natin, kaya ito na ngayon lumabas. So, i-less mo, okay? So, ito nga lumabas ngayon, no, after deducting this. 8,489.35 fixed cost for the year nga. No, that is good for one whole year. O 12 yung number ng observation ay 12. So, all you have to do is divide that to 12 para makuha mo yung per month. So, lumabas dito ay 707.45. So, it's quite different, ano, no? Dito sa ating ginamit na least square, ang variable cost natin ay 22.49. I-label natin siya variable cost per hour. Okay? Tapos dito, yung nakuha natin ay fixed cost, no, for the whole year, at ito naman ang fixed cost per month. So, that's how they differ, no? Magkaiba sila, no? Kung compare natin sa high-low method na nakuha natin kanina, no? It's just a matter of, uh, getting the uh, preferred uh, formula or method to be used. But we all know that this is more scientific, itong least square, kasi there are tinatawag natin na deviation or yung yung tinatawag natin na differences, no? Kung dito sa mga activity nila using the high-low method, ay tolerable yung mga deviation, yung mga difference, okay lang. Pero kung napakalaki naman ang deviation doon sa mga nagiging result, they prefer to use this, no, more scientific, kasi ang least square, no? Again, ang ginawa natin dito, yung cost natin, sinegregate natin yung fixed or yung tinatawag na really constant ba siya, tinatawag na hindi nagbabagong cost, then doon sa variable na nag-depend doon sa activity. So again, ang nakuha natin na variable cost ay 22.49 per hour, as compared dito sa ating high and low, 23.08, no, by getting the high and low figures. As compared naman doon sa ating fixed cost, 707.45 naman ang nakuha natin dito, no? Napatunayan natin by applying both formulas dito sa linear equation, no? Ginawa ko na. Talagang 22.49 ang lumabas, Ayan, compared. And i-compare natin dito sa high and low, Ang nakuha niya ay 23.08, and yan nga ang fixed cost, no? Napatunayan din natin, no, na by using this formula, no, this mathematical equation, which is believed to be much more scientific, ay pareho 707.45. So that is the quick information lang all about this segregation of fixed and variable cost using this high-low method and what we call the least square method, no, which is very much familiar, sa ating management accounting, no. So at this point, we'll just say goodbye for now, and yun lang naman, and this is just a short review and an information for you to be used sa inyong mga review. Shout out sa mga students ng accountancy, and good luck to all of you, and we wish you to be successful sa inyong accountancy career. So again, ang last ko, if you are in this channel, don't forget to hit the like, no, you share, and you subscribe. Thank you very much. Keep safe everybody, and see you in the next video upload ko. Magkita-kita ulit tayo. See you again. Goodbye.